This guy with
My
his
computer
teddy.
likes it when it's cold.
Mine does too. Oh, does mine? I have AMD, like a graphics card, so it likes the cold.
Hmm. That makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Why is it to go up somehow? Oh, I see. To go around.
It's like
I see. I remember now.
every now and then I'll get like a hot puff of air from where my computer's at, and I'm like, oh, ooh,
No, thank you.
time to put the AC up just a little bit more.
I don't have AC. But I think in Texas you have to have AC.
It's kind of mandatory to have it here. Like if you don't have AC, you will. We've had like a lot of cases of elderly folks. As a matter of fact, we have like in our particular city an initiative to help the elderly folks get air conditioning and fans because they will die easily. Oh. It happens.
Well, it's like people kind of like they don't make light of it too much, but people kind of incredulously will talk about like when there's like a heat stroke in the UK. It's like it's 78 degrees and 6 people died. It's like, well, yeah, they don't have AC. Like nobody has AC in certain parts of that country.
They're not.
So,
so
when they usually.
Yeah, like when they have a heat wave, they're like, "What is happening? This is unprecedented."
Yeah, there's a heat wave in India right now. They have real heat waves, 120 degrees. I don't know how you don't die. People do die. I don't know how the people who don't die don't die.
They just kind of hold on. Vlad says he likes the cold, but what he doesn't like is the cold and the wind together. Yeah.
That's fair.
The wind chill is the worst, dude.
I like wind a lot, but yeah, freezy wind is biting.
It's, I don't know. I think the coldest we've ever, we had 1 year that it snowed once where I live, which is,
oh, wow.
I live next to the border, so we should not be getting any snow.
I would imagine not.
But we got like 3 or 4 feet 1 year. And that was insanity.
Quite a sum.
Nobody.
Oh right, I
nobody
remember
knew
that
how to
now.
drive
People were crashing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. It was real good.
I think at that time I was subscribed to Rooster Teeth, and they were talking about it. I think they're based in Texas somewhere.
Oh yeah, they are Texas based. I don't know much about Rooster Teeth. I don't really pay much attention to them.
I don't remember why I was watching them. No, I'm in the same boat. I don't know. I don't know much about them.
I don't know. It's weird for being in the community that I'm in. I don't know a lot. Like when people tell me about a certain Let's Player, I'm like, who?
Yeah, somebody was talking to me about. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not as involved as I probably should be. I don't know. Who's to say should?
More than you would, not as involved as you would think you would be.
I'm not as knowledgeable as somebody who does this should be, I don't think. There's people who aren't, you know, there's people who have time to watch, I guess, or it feels like somebody who makes content should be more involved than somebody who just watches content.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just isn't, I don't mean to say it belittlingly.
No, it should be more aware of our surroundings.
Sure.
But, you know, whatevs.
But, like, making content, like, makes it like I'm in a different mind space when I watch it. Like I don't enjoy it as much sometimes. Because I'm now thinking like, oh, they did that for this reason. It seems I see the code behind it a little more.
Yeah,
Boom.
Spend a lot more time analyzing it than anything else.
Absolutely. So it makes a lot of things seem less genuine, more disingenuous. Which
it does.
Yeah.
And it's
whether or not it's the case, it seems that way.
Yeah. Oh, that is not you.
You sneaky snake. Lost.
Oh, I'm out of ammo.
I'll slap him.
Yeah, because that's how I've been feeling about Markiplier lately, where I'm just like, oh, Mark, like, shut up.
I definitely, one of the reasons I unsubbed was after his billionth, like, I'm so thankful for you guys video. I'm like, I get it, you're thankful, but you don't need to make a new video every time you feel thankful. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'm sure he's genuinely feels the way he does, but like, he like has to like psych himself up for it, you know? Like, he's like, I gotta get ready to cry kind of thing, otherwise it's not gonna be as meaningful as the last one I did.
Yeah, it's like if he's not crying, if he's not
don't make yourself cry.
Yeah. Cry because you feel good, or cry because you actually feel, but then again at this point, Maybe we're so jaded we don't know when he's actually feeling anything.
Absolutely a possibility.
It's sad. It's sad because I liked him a lot. And it makes me sad that I have to feel that way about him.
Yeah. Yeah. Need help. These guys are tough.
Yeah, they're pretty rough, honestly.
It'd be interesting if there's like a. It'd be interesting if this game is more like an RPG, like a largely fleshed out like gear and system and level. Like I don't know. Oh whoa! I died so many times. My second wind was literally like a second.
I was literally like about to hit like E on you, and a Q on you, and it was just like, nope.
Nope.
You do not get to do this thing. Come on.
I'm coming, chosen one.
I'm coming, Ling. I'm coming.
I haven't watched that movie in a while. I've been meaning to rewatch. I've been having a hankering to rewatch Shaolin Soccer. If you haven't seen any of the Stephen Chow kung, like he did like a Shaolin Soccer and Kung Fu Hustle, I think are his two highest profile ones.
I've seen Kung Fu Hustle.
Good. Okay, Kung Fu Hustle is the best one.
Wait, welcome back. Good's like, I love that I turned the audio on a genuine conversation. Yes, dude, we're talking real.
We
talk
never
here.
Stopped.
Yeah, that's every time Fo and I get together, we have these like long, crazy conversations about the most random things.
This is basically a podcast where we happen to play Borderlands at the same time because, you know, it's easier to have a conversation when you're distracted constantly.
Absolutely. We bounce from thing to thing, like, just because.
It feels like if there's ever a silence, it's not awkward because it's just assumed we're shooting or something.
Yeah, or we're trying to figure out what, like, the next thing we're gonna say is, and it's not weird. We're just like, you're either with us or you're not.
For some reason, this room, the room full of water, it really reminds me of something from, like, Riven. Like when you're in that thing that summons the Wark, that giant fish.
Oh. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought we were talking about Riven last recording session, but I don't remember.
You may have.
I don't think so, because my memory says the person I was talking to was, like, really into it.
Yeah, no.
So it's somebody else.
I have no idea what you're talking about, so it's definitely... How dare you misconstrue me?
Cheated on you with other...
I know, why are you such a cheater all the time? I keep telling myself that it'll be different, and it never is. So good.
Baby, I didn't want to do it. I couldn't say no.
She made me do it.
He came on to me. I was just being polite and neighborly.
No, Good says that when, like, the crazy donation thing happened, he felt like people wanted him to cry, and he's like, I couldn't, so I didn't. And, like, that's
good.
That's good that you didn't, because it's like, then it wouldn't have been you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean...
That's a weird position to be put in. Like, I've never felt like people wanted me to cry. That's awkward.
Yeah, like, Good...
I can understand.
Good gets put in a lot of weird positions.
Context phrasing.
But, like, I guess because... Good, I'm not gonna try... I'm not speaking for you, but from my observation... Because you've grown so quickly from when you started to now that, like, people are more demanding of you. Like, people are more like, you should be this way, you should do this way, you should pay attention to me more, do this. And I don't know how you do it, dude. I am really proud of you, and I'm really glad that you've held true to the way you are up until now, because that's scary. There's nothing scarier than when people are just like, you have to be a certain way.
As soon as I start feeling like I have obligations, I will probably stop this.
I think I would too. I have problems with follow through. I have, like, commitment issues when it comes to YouTube and, like, Twitch and stuff. I'm like, I'm just here for fun, guys. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Once I start losing freedom, I start having way less fun. But it does mean I accomplish less grandiose things, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Well, because, I mean, I don't know. It started off as a hobby for me, so I'm just like,
it still
whatever.
Is.
Yeah, like I'm not worried about it, and you know, but Good is doing so well in terms of like he's got a fantastic community, he's got like
Mm-hmm.
a movement, and
Oh.
it's fantastic. Like I'm super proud of you, Good. I don't know how you deal with that, man.
He's far more committed than either of us.
That's true. That's true, and I
Puts in
love
the
him for it.
hours.
He says he just
Let
keeps
me.
going. Never stop moving or you're dead.
Oh, jeez.
We're sharks. We're absolutely keep moving. We don't move. We suffocate. We die.
I know exactly how you feel.
Octopi sit still.
Yes,
They even take like shells. They make little houses. They're cool.
It's funny how the octopus came around. Like Good was actually the person that like kind of like pitched it in a way, and then he like made me a little character, and then I ran with it. And it's funny because like I didn't think much of the octopus, and now I'm like, man, I'm all about this octopus. This octopus is my life.
I'm definitely not as into ham as my logo might suggest. I had the same kind of situation though. I had a YouTube friend. He was fairly successful. He's like 15,000 subs at the time. And he's like, hey man, you should get into YouTube. It's real fun. And it's like, I don't know. And somehow it came up like the idea for the logo. I pitched the idea to him and as like a joke. And he kind of just drew it up. I was like, well, maybe I should just do something with this now. And that's 2 years ago.
Oh, how dare you lie to me? I thought you loved ham.
Actually, the origin behind the name, so Foehamner is from Lord of the Rings. It's the name of one of the names of Gandalf's sword. But it's almost always taken, like in any game, Foehammer is always taken pretty quickly on. I think it's the name of the Pelican pilot in Halo. But so I combine it with Hamner because Kenneth Hamner is a very obscure Jedi Knight from the Athena universe, who I'm somewhat fond of. And my one of my best friends, his name that he frequently takes in video games is Kenneth. So it's this cool little hybridization of Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, which were two of my favorite things at the time.
That's honestly pretty kick-ass. I'm not gonna lie.
I've recently kind of switched over. I like Star Trek a lot more than Star Wars lately.
I don't know. I think I'm not like, I remember watching Star Trek a lot as a kid with my mom, and I think that's why I have like such an affinity for it. And so like when the reboots came out, like the movies, I actually liked them a lot. I know a lot of people didn't, but I liked them because it gave me the same kind of feeling. But I can see where there was like a lot of like mistakes that were made on that, but I liked them.
Sure. I mean, everything's good. I like everything. But in general, like Star Wars, light side, dark side, and then Star Trek has a bit more moral ambiguity, which as I age, I find more engaging.
Oh yeah.
More thought-provoking.
Yeah, because the world isn't in black and white.
Yeah.
And you're just like, that's not what I would do. That's not a real situation. No, but
Right. Ow, you hit hard. You're a bully.
Oh, stop.
Oh, stop it, Ron. Stop it.
Stop.
Ronald Weasley. Just love yourself.
Who is that? That's Chris O'Neill, right?
Alan Rickman. Oh, who did the animation? Yeah, Oni NG. I think so.
Oni NG. I love him. I love him, and I love Stamper.
Stamper's voice. I don't know that I've seen a Stamper animation. I've definitely seen his voice in a couple things, and it was hilarious.
Yeah,
like Battle
his
Block
voice
Theater.
is fantastic.
It's this great. It's like a high energy lisp. I can't do it. It's unique and hilarious.
It's hard to do. It's like uniquely Stamper. Like there's hardly anybody that can do that voice justice, and that's his claim.
I need to spend a lot of time listening to it before even attempting such a feat.
Do voices, so you're good. You're already way ahead of me in that field, my dear.
My dear.
My voice is already just like, I only go between two things: an angry Hispanic woman or an angry Texan woman, and sometimes they overlap.
Well, I'd say it's a pretty good range, but maybe try and get some other emotions worked out.
No, anger is just, I'm pretty much angry.
Okay.
Angry or exhausted. Usually exhausted.
As long as the reaction's strong, that's the unifying. That really pulls the audience in.
Yeah. It's like.
Is he getting pulled in? Is there a tentacle gonna kill him?
Yeah, just pull him in.
I feel like he's gonna die in a second. Oh no, he just walked in. Okay.
No, he just goes in and then it just disappears, I think.
Boring.
We go to Jack Soulfeast.
There's so much back and forth in this game.
Well, that's the thing about this game. It is like real, like, go do this. Now go do that. Now go do
One
this.
of my favorite features in Tree of Life is as soon as you finish a mission, you can hit backspace to teleport to the giver of the mission you completed.
Oh my god.
It's genius.
That's fantastic.
Stop talking.
Yeah. It's like, bye. Later, dudes. We're out.
What do you call story? Exposition.
Yeah.
Nobody's got time for that exposition.
Buddy got time. That cheese. That's what this game is. It's exposition heavy. It's just like, here's this blah 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 blah.
I thought you were gonna do a Sylvester Stallone impression.
Oh no! All you have to do is just act like you're having a stroke, and that's Sylvester Stallone.
Pretty much.
Adrian. Whoa. If I can change.
There you go.
That's
Take it.
Oh. There we go.
Thanks, Doc. Still alive, thanks to you. Much obliged.
This is the worst scene in this game.
Is where he kills the guy?
Yeah, like he's like, thanks. Like they do all this stuff for him, and he's like, bye, losers.
Oh yeah. It's a fireplace over here.
Mm-hmm.
On a space station.
On a space station.
Here we go.
A fake fireplace that goes into the ground. Brilliant.
Bye, Vlad. Take care, dear. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Farewell.
Be gone. Be gone with goodness.
I didn't mean to say it
friend.
dismissively.
No, I was gonna say something else, but like for some reason I was just like, be gone.
Okay.
I'm dismissive.
First you were vegan, now you will be gone.
Oh snap!
It's a Scott Pilgrim reference.
Oh, I loved that movie. And then
It is one of the best adaptations of a comic book I've ever seen.
I loved it. And I think, like, my husband would have liked it if it had not been as popular as it was.
Haha, I know that's, yeah, yep, I can relate to that.
Because he was just like, he's like, I don't hate the movie. I think it was very well done and it was very entertaining, but the fandom, honestly, I'm sick of them. And I'm like, honey.
That's kind of why I haven't played Undertale yet.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Absolutely. That's why I haven't played Undertale. Are you joking?
No.
They're like, it's literal internet cancer. It's terrible. Sorry. But...
There's so much overlap with the Homestuck people. I don't know. I played Lisa, which is basically, so what I hear is Undertale gives you all the feels, or all the good feels, and then Lisa does the opposite, where it's very, very strong, profound feels, but it's just like, it's a dark video game. It's like the full name of the game is Lisa the Painful RPG. Not a lot of this, you know, there's rape stuff, and it's just not happy times at all. But it's such a good game.
Real.
It's so good. Holy
crap. I don't know. That's the thing about fandoms, is that
you shouldn't let it ruin you. It's kind of like easy mode. You don't have to deal with the fandom. You don't have to turn on easy mode. It doesn't theoretically change the game, but it changes my perception of it sometimes.
It's like, okay, take it from like somebody who, like, I used to be pretty heavy in Tumblr. I used to be pretty heavy with like the supernatural fandom. Ugh.
Okay.
And like that was one of the things that like killed a lot of like my feelings about that show, because it was just people being really, really pushy, and if you're not in it to win it kind of thing, then you're not really anybody anywhere. Like, I don't know, it was just really weird. And I kind of feel the same way about like Undertale. It's like if you're not, you weren't here from the beginning, kind of thing. And it's just like, dude, it's everybody's meant to experience it.
This is artificial elitism over small, meaningless things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
how unlike humans.
Oh no, it's completely. But it's just like tiring, I guess, is my word for it. I'm just like, oh,
draining.
I don't wanna deal with that right now.
I can jump over this, right?
Oh yeah,
okay.
You should be able to. You should be able to beat him now. Oh man. The first time I saw Kung Pao was I was sitting, I remember my husband and I were dating, and I was sitting in his mom's living room, and like he wasn't home from work yet or something, and like I was like watching, I was just flipping through channels, and I was like, oh cool, like an old like kung fu movie. Like I didn't even pay attention to anything. And I was like sitting there watching it, and I was like, wow, they really didn't care about the dub.
That was actually one of the reviews that they got, was the dubbing didn't line up at all. It's like, that was the point! The reviewers just didn't get it.
Yeah, like I just wasn't, but I wasn't paying attention. Then it wasn't until like I looked at it again, like I actually sat there and like watched it, and I was like, oh, this is a comedy. Oh. And then like I was just like, oh, this is wonderful. And then like I told my husband about it, and he was like, yeah, you've never seen this movie? I was like, no. He was like really old at the time. And
had you seen any of the Thumb movies?
No, actually, yeah, I hadn't. Okay. I saw them afterwards. And
I don't know how well they hold up. I tried to watch Bat Thumb recently, or not recently, but a long time after having watched it the first time, and I didn't find it as funny anymore.
I guess, yeah, I guess
but they're my favorite thing at the time.
Oh. See, it's
that'd be cool. Is Bob Odenkirk, is he like brothers of Steve Odenkirk, or they just have the same last name?
I've always wondered that. I have no idea.
They don't look similar.
No, they don't.
Just talk to him, see if you can get him to calm down.
Talk to him. Blah blah blah, Mr. Freeman, blah blah blah.
Morgan Freeman.
Pew, 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 pew. That's what I should start doing, as to supplement content on my channel. I should make a second channel where I take movies or video games and just do all the Foley myself.
There you go.
With my mouth.
Just do it.
Do it.
With my mouth.
My mouth. My mouth. God dang it.
Oh. Cool him down.
Do you gotta get ice or something?
Yeah.
Just talk to him? Oh, gotta kill him? I'll slap him a little bit. And I'll freeze him.
Oh! He's gone.
There, he's all cooled down.
He's like, oh, I feel better.
Turn it in. Well, while we're out here, what else we gotta do? We gotta do access the security office.
Oh, it's
Nakayama.
Nakayama is the weirdest character because I guess he's supposed to be Japanese, but he's not Japanese.
He definitely doesn't look Japanese.
Right, so I'm very confused about him. And also his obsession with Jack is a little weird.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that.
And there's that weirdness.
I mean, you know, race issues aside.
I heard, you were talking about Ghost in the Shell earlier.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that Beat Takeshi's gonna be in it. He's a real Japanese person, and also, I only know him from MXC. Did you ever watch that show?
Mm-mm.
It's an American show where they took a Japanese game show and just completely dubbed it over.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Kind of like Kung Pao.
He's got a cool name. Beat Takeshi.
Yeah, Beat Takeshi.
Takeshi?
Takeshi's Challenge is the name of the show, in Japanese.
Cool name.
Yeah. You can watch most episodes on YouTube. I watched all of them not that long ago. I had a really long playlist of all of them, and I just had it going in the background constantly, and I finished that. So right now, the background playlist is, I'm watching all episodes of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh my god.
Their first season, their very first season, it's kind of hard to watch. One, because the production values aren't that great, but two, they actually have some kind of like racist jokes Like like they have like these fake like Japanese glasses. Like it's just really insensitive by today's standards. But I guess it's kind of old and it's from like Wisconsin, so I don't know. It's just uncomfortable now.
It was a different time. It was a different time, and like I think that. I guess I'm gonna sound like an older, like, grumpy person, but like people weren't as sensitive about stuff, I guess. And I'm sure there were people that were sensitive about it, but they just didn't have an avenue to, you know. And like, I'm sure I'll see it.
I don't know.
Oh,
yeah,
I do.
Close.
I'm sure that like I would probably see it and go, oh, that's pretty fucked up, and then be like, oh well, like you know, like.
Yeah.
But
I can recognize insensitivity, but I don't get properly outraged by it. I guess properly, whatever that means.
I get
Shoot it. Got it.
MXC is awesome, says good. Yes. I've never seen it. I need to sit down and watch it.
I don't plan on actually doing this, but I really want to do some cosplay from it. I want to do freaking what's his name? The guy, the leader guy. Like, let's go. Look at the name now. But yeah, cosplay from that would be fun.
The Let's Go guy.
Let's go. That's what he's known for. What's his name? General? No, not General. I'm blank on the name. I'm very embarrassed. It makes me sound like a liar.
Well, now we're no longer friends. How dare you?
You hear there's a Kickstarter that's successful to bring back Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh,
I don't know who the writers for it are going to be, but they got Jonah Ray as the host. I like Jonah Ray, but I definitely would not be my first choice as the host. Felicia Day is going to be one of the evil scientists. I think Patton Oswalt's the other one, so that's pretty cool.
I love Felicia Day.
Yeah.
Felicia Day, I love you.
Who's your favorite host between Mike and Joel? This is the controversial question. The age-old battle. Are you a Mike man or a Joel man? Woman.
I refuse to answer.
Oh my gosh. The correct answer was Mike.
Whatever you say, boss.
Big boss, big boss. I like Joel. I just like Mike. I love Mike so much.
I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, whatever.
I don't want to say Joel's bad, because he's not. I think Mike Nelson is one of, like, of the people in the world who I don't really know in real life. I want to hang out with him. He's one of the most. He just seems really nice.
I don't want to say he's bad, but he's...
No, not even commenting on Joel. Joel is... Everybody pales in comparison to Mike Nelson. But Joel does have those weird sleepy eyes for some reason.
Do you like me? Yes, no. Nakayama, stop flirting with Jack. It's weird. You are much older than he is.
Super old.
Then again, we don't know how old.
Looks like a professor I knew in college, actually.
I think he looks like a lot of people's professors in college.
Yeah, that's probably true. He had quests for me. He doesn't have them. Pick up the paint can. Truly the most heroic mission objective there has ever been.
There are people depending on us to get that paint. I don't know why you're being
high on this paint.
So sassy about it.
I'm 40% sass.
I'm mostly sass. I
should just steal Bender's.
There should be some paint in the claptrap servicing station.
Got it. Let me service the heck out of this claptrap. I'll get the clap from servicing this trap.
Allow me to service you.
Tanka.
Getting in.
No. I mean, yes. I actually have 2 missions to turn in here.
No, I mean yes.
And by no, I mean yes.
By no, well, that's confusing. How much? Okay, I have plenty of later. All day, every day.
Yesterday was 420 to date this recording session.
Oh yeah, it was funny because I didn't realize that it was, and then like, stoner friend of mine came over and he was just like, "Dude, do you not know what today is?" And I'm like,
Hitler's birthday.
Yeah, it was just like I don't smoke weed, so I don't know.
I only knew about it from T-Mask. He wouldn't shut up about it.
Like, I mean, you don't have to smoke weed to know about it, but I just...
Right.
Okay. The only reason that I knew about it also was because, I I was watching Drunken Peasants.
What is that?